2006. That's what it looked like.
What the fuck?
Which is when obviously they were there and that stuff was going on still.
Bro.
And those aren't just like
what if
where
those
baby turtle eggs were laid?
Or no,
that way.
it seems like it's pretty high up. I think that's where the tapes are, buddy. That's what I wouldn't say bodies. I would say if you're gonna bury bodies, you'd bury them in the ocean.
Or you burn them.
You take them out to you could do that. You could burn them and take them out to the ocean. Like, why would you, when you have the best place to get rid of a body ever, why would you put the shittiest place to get rid of a body?
Sand.
Shallow grave. Shallow grave in a very obvious place where people could photograph it with satellites when you're already some sort of intelligence operation. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, when you have Mossad behind you, you're going to dig paupers' graves?
Yeah, and last you're so cocky, like, fucking put him anywhere, who gives a fuck.
Who cares? We're untouchable.
One of the last things I remember hearing when he died was that he had a big giant cement truck shipped out to the island. And
3 weeks before damning expose was released, paying machine up front so it would arrive quicker. As experts say, he could have literally covered up evidence. Oh, Jesus.
That is bad branding. Pedophile Island? They should have fought for something different.
You know that island's still for sale.
Yeah. You thinking about it?
We had discussions
about
purchasing it for a podcast island. About doing the podcast in that big mosque. What is it? What does he have?
That temple.
Yeah, that temple.
Dude.
This is the thought. The temple's beautiful on the outside. It's like the colors of the Israeli flag.
And it's soundproof in there already.
There's no way he's Mossad. It's not like he has a fucking building the color of the Israeli flag. That's like... I mean, that's like if you went to Kid Rock's house and it had a giant billiard hall that's covered in an American flag from the roof, right? That like makes sense. This guy literally, this is how much he supports Israel. He turned his fucking temple into an Israeli flag.
It's on the nose.
It's so on the nose.
If you put that in a script, they'd be like, we
so
can't.
On the nose. Yeah. Let's we would have to hire a couple Jews for representation because we want to make sure that this is appropriate.
Just have Ari live there.
Yes, Ari will run the island. Ari needs a podcast studio and he likes to be away from people, so maybe that's actually a good spot for him.
You're doing him a favor.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
And it's a write-off.
But if you bought Pedophile Island, you would have to destroy all the buildings because I'm sure they're all bugged to hell with some high-tech shit that you're never going to be able to spot.
There's a camera in every toilet in there.
Which would be terrible for comedians. They talk so much shit. Try to be silly.
Yeah.
And if you audio that. But then again,
look, it's one thing if you're on the Pedophile Island, but if you riff and use the N-word, it's all over for you.
And here's the other thing. With AI today, how would you even know what's real? How the fuck would you even... Is this it?
These guys snuck up there. I don't know when.
Oh, my God. Look at that place.
Recently.
Yes.
Bro, that place is dope. That looks almost Alex Gray style. Look how beautiful it is.
It is.
It's really just a facade, but we don't know what's underneath.
Because that door's not real, right?
Yeah, door's not real. It's painted.
J.E. The door's painted.
It could be J.R.
There's a window that you can see here.
J.R.E.
Yeah.
J.R.E.
You can see there's a window there.
Okay, so inside...
What a shitty window.
Yeah, and so inside is that area where we'll set up the tables.
Yeah.
Nice window.
And we're going to need Elon's help to get like solid satellite Wi-Fi out there.
Nice view.
You could just project Tim Dillon's face on the side of it.
See, that's kind of small for a studio. We might have to expand.
Yeah.
Make some more windows.
It was built for kids.
This is...
They didn't have adults. They didn't have adults in mind when they built that thing.
No.
If you think that's small, you should see the cages.
Imagine if you go in there, it's a bouncy house.
Yeah, it's a ball pit.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. I had to take my shoes off still.
Kids, you guys want to go to the ultimate bouncy house? I'm talking on an island, on a private island, just a bouncy house.
You want to go where Mr. Chuck E. Cheese lives?
You know, Alex Jones told me about that place a long time ago. It was one of the things that Alex tells you stuff, and he'll say like all these things that make sense, and then he'll tell you one where you go, wait a minute. This was one of the wait a minutes.
Yeah.
Well, there's an island, they take them, they have underage girls, and they compromise them sexually. It's like, what?
It's like he's here.
These guys hung out there apparently.
These guys hung out on the island?
I mean, this is posted 2 years ago, same video.
Oh, wow.
They
just kept going back.
Snooping around, yeah.
Well, I bet there's no one there. Like, who the fuck wants to be the guy guarding Pedophile Island?
Yeah, who's the groundskeeper?
Probably nobody wants to go there. I bet you can go there. How come taggers haven't showed up yet? You guys are really depressing me with lack of ambition.
Let's get some
It's
graffiti
so
heads.
easy to just tag downtown L.A.
Right,
Get out to Pedophile Island and leave your fucking mark.
You think a moving subway car's cool? Get out there, tag up the temple.
Imagine if we put that out there in the world.
We just
then
did.
Cut to taggers and fucking speedboats with like giant sacks of spray paint are headed towards Pedophile Island.
It just says Bert Kreischer is fat.
Yeah. I know a guy who's a tagger in L.A. He's an interesting guy, and he's really good at it. He makes cool shit. Like it's cool. It's an art form. It's illegal. You shouldn't do it. You're doing it to people's houses and shit and property.
I don't know.
Well, most of them don't do it to houses and property. They do it to like abandoned buildings, which is fine, and they do it to like structures under the L.A. River, which like who the fuck is going down there?
Yeah, a lot of bridge pillars and shit. Yeah.
The L.A. River's a weird thing, man.
It's barely a river.
You know what it really is? It's an excuse to pollute the ocean.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
How so?
Because it runs, it's covered in cement. It's just a big cement thing. And it runs straight into the ocean. So anytime it rains, all the shit from all the streets gets in that water. All the shit. And then that shit goes out into the ocean. There was a guy that I used to take yoga with. He was a yoga instructor from Australia. In Australia, he surfed all the time. And so when he came to America, that's one of the reasons why he wanted to teach out here on the coast or out there on the coast is that he could surf all the time. And no one told him to not surf after the rain.
Oh, shit.
Because apparently, when you surf after like heavy rain, like it's been raining like now, all the pollution from all the oil and all the cars and all the fucking bottles and cans and everything.
Use needles.
It all just goes out that big, giant cement trough into the ocean.
Just a bunch of spec scripts
See if you
in
can
there.
find what it looks like, what the LA River looks like.
This is where they, like the big concrete enclosure where they have car races and all the Fast and the Furious movies?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's dry. And sometimes, and people fish in it. There's videos of guys fishing in it and catching the fish and eating them. And
what's in there?
Yes.
Carp? Gar?
I don't know what's in there.
Oh,
Probably
dude.
carp. Probably carp and maybe some other like bluegills or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's in there. But this guy catches them and cooks them and eats them. And it's really disturbing because like, I know you're doing this for the gram, buddy.
Yeah.
But you might die from this. Like, who the fuck knows what's in that water?
Not me.
So this is the LA River.
Oh,
it's really
God,
bad, man.
dude.
Look at this. They're just pulling giant chunks of shit. There's so much trash. And so the LA River, when it runs into the ocean, this fucking dude was out there surfing. And he said, dude, he goes, man, I got really, really sick.
Yeah.
Like, he goes, I just was really bedridden. I felt terrible. And then people told him, yeah, man, you